What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to GK Productions of the Rumble at the Ridge here at Persimmon Ridge Resort in Greenbrier, Arkansas. My name is Luke Humphries. I'm joined by my good friend Nathan Queen. How you doing, man?
Doing good. I just got to watch an awesome front nine, and I'm here to watch, I'm sure, an even more exciting back nine now.
Yeah, we've got a battle between Kevin and Emerson up top. Andrew Presnell is looming. Jake Hebenheimer just eagled hole 8, birdied hole 9. He's coming in hot. Can't wait to see how these guys play this back nine. First hole, hole 10. We're starting off with a pretty easy one. I'd love to get this one.
Yeah, you've got a low ceiling here off of the tee, which, you know, it's probably plays a little bit harder than it looks. It is still definitely one you want to get, but with that low ceiling and the sticky grass, you do have to throw something with enough glide that can get there, or fast enough where once it gets there, it'll fade out and skip a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point on the grass. It's super sticky up by the green. The barrier of entry is high and low. You've got, roughly 6 feet to sneak it in right at the green. So see if these guys can do it.
Here's a good forehand. It looks like he's going to catch some of that sticky grass, though. He got it turned over just a little bit too much.
It's like Velcro. There's no skips to be had there. Kevin going with an M2.
Gets it out left just a bit. Catches some.
Dude.
Oh, no.
Gosh, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anybody saw that one coming. That's quite surprising.
I feel like I can see the shock on Emerson's face, too, as he's lining this up.
He's ready to pounce on that mistake.
Pioneer
This looks good. He's going to have enough fade to skip.
Get the skip.
Oh, he left it a little bit short, but he'll just outside the circle is kind of his range. He likes those putts.
No, you're exactly right. He's been drilling them all week from there. Andrew also maybe sensing an opening.
That's probably his drone. Is that right? He likes throwing that drone. He skips right up there. That was a great shot.
Perfect shot from him, his beat-up drone.
Jake trying to give it a run. Goes a little long, almost comes in play with that cart path behind the basket. He'll have a bit of a tester coming back for par now.
Yeah, he will. Kev left with this low ceiling bid for his par.
Oh, good run there. You could tell he was trying not to hit those branches.
Yeah, right. That'd be the mistake. Leave yourself another 22-footer.
Emerson pouncing, 2-stroke swing there. Going to take the lead back.
Oh, my goodness. What a change of events on a fairly easy hole.
Yeah, that low ceiling coming into play. I think Kev was trying to keep it high enough, and he just got a little too high.
There we go, Andrew. Sneaking back into things.
Yeah, that'll put Andrew within 3 of the lead and a lot closer to Kevin.
Big par putt.
All right. It looks like Jake's found his putt from that beginning. Now he's hit 3 solid ones in a row.
Right.
That's the longest one so far, so he's growing into it.
Yeah, I think Kevin went up to him and said a little something like, "You never do this when we're playing cash games, so what are you doing right now?" And maybe fired him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Either way, 3 in a row for him.
Yeah, good for him. And here we are to hole 11, which is another really pretty hole. You get to throw. For me, I throw through this the gap you saw off the tee. You'll probably see some hyzers, maybe a couple forehands down the gap also. And you can smash one down there if you trust it to not go left over that cart path and have a pretty easy upshot. Or if you throw the righty hyzer, then it leaves you a little shorter, so the upshot's a little touchier.
Yeah. Looks like Emerson's taking the risk off the tee. Doesn't look risky at all when you have a forehand like him.
Yeah, clean right down the middle.
Stop. Oh, my goodness.
He floats off to the right a little bit. I got over there in one of the rounds last weekend. Further than him, though. He may still be able to have an out from there.
It's really a poor mistake.
And there's that shorter play I was talking about with the hyzer. So that was a great shot. He got past that little bunker there. He'll have a longer upshot, but it'll be open for him.
Yeah, he should be about 340 from there, but nothing in the way. Whatever his preferred shot shape is, he'll be able to achieve it.
So with the big arm Jake has, he's going to go hyzer, but still trying to get down there further. And looks like he's done that pretty well.
Yeah.
Got a little further than Andrew did. but he'll probably have 310, 300 or so to get down there to the basket. Kevin forcing the left side a little bit, but stable disc there to come back.
Yeah.
He'll be in the middle, maybe a little bit further than the two Heisers went, and he'll have a good chance as long as you don't push long on this green. You don't want to push long and go down the hill. There's not a good putt back there.
Nice straight mid out of Andrew. He'll come up a little short, which is better than long. We haven't mentioned it yet, but long left is absolutely dead. You can be inside the circle there without any putt at all.
So Jake with a good forehand there and a roll.
Look at that.
What good ground play. Bounced him right up to the basket.
He's getting a little love now. It's good for the kid.
Emerson will have a tough, he's not going to try to make it to the basket from there. He's trying to play smart and pitch out and get his par.
Yeah, that's a good call. OB left. Lots of holes to play.
So it looks like Kevin knows he doesn't want to go long left either. Leaving it a little short right and get some bad ground play. Rolls into the woods a little bit. He'll still have a putt, but it'll be a little trickier than he wanted.
Yeah, dead center in the fairway, 260 feet out. Maybe he'll be disappointed with that.
Emerson giving a half run, looks like at his birdie attempt, laying up for his par nicely.
Andrew. Oh, my gosh, as close as it gets. It looked like halfway in. The nubs decided that it wasn't going and pulled
As
it
hard
back
as he
out.
putts, I figured that was going to get there, and it just had – you could tell he didn't want to be back behind the basket. Here we go, Jake. Getting another birdie.
Jake's playing some golf.
Eagle, birdie, birdie, birdie.
He's got a lot of time left in his career to figure out how to play this kind of golf early on in the rounds. Once he starts doing that, who knows where the kid could go.
Yeah, it's great for him to make the lead card here in the first place. There's a 38-player field out here, and he's on the lead card the second round. So even though he's struggling some, you can tell he's got some game just by being here.
Yep, well said. Well said. Coming to hole 12, 250 feet up the hill, couple gaps, few gaps really. You can go low, you can go wide.
And apparently you can go high, as I've seen Kevin do a couple times.
Kev's thrown grenade here a couple times. It's a huge shot, though. We'll see what he plays. Looks like Jake is going with the forehand. Had a machete in his hand. Looks like he's switched it for a PD2.
Just got around the tree. Works out well for him. Doesn't get that big skip to the right. He'll have another putt inside the circle.
Yeah, that's a great spot to be.
Emerson also going with the forehand.
Looks like he's ripping on a defender.
Chooses the wide route. He's going to get a nice skip up the hill.
Oh, my goodness.
Just inside of Jake. Almost ace run there.
Yeah, that was the disc that hit the bucket on hole 1. That disc is pin hunting today. Low route from Andrew.
I haven't seen many people take that one, the low righty backhand route.
Yeah.
He gets inside the circle, but since he had to throw it so low, he is a little bit down the hill.
Yeah, for an uphill shot to play the low ceiling route, a bit interesting. But he got the birdie last round.
I guess Kev threw enough grenades now. His hand's hurting, so he's going to go for the forehand. Tries to give it a run, gets a little skip past the basket.
Yeah.
And it's a little scarier putt from up there. It's kind of downhill as Andrew, again, jams his in there with some authority.
Yeah, perfect putt. Well committed, dead center on the pole. Jake looking to make it 4 in a row.
Gets it in there.
And he does. Good for him. Yeah, coming back strong. The nerves maybe aren't there. He feels like he's kind of playing his own little event now, watching these guys. He can just go about his business.
Yeah, just working on catching back up. And Kev gets his good putt there. So like I said, it's a little downhill, so a little nervy, but putts it in. Emerson taps in his par.
No problem for those guys. Coming to hole 13. Pretty fun hole. Downhill. You can air it out. What are you playing here?
Yeah, I played a variety of different shots here, depending on the wind, actually. The last round I went with an FD3. We had a bit of a tailwind. I just smashed it over to the left and let it glide down there and skipped right up about 2 feet away.
That's the way to play it. Yeah, a lot of guys will do the flick to Nathan's lefty, just the shot he was describing. This green is a little tricky. It falls away on all sides, but there's putts to be had. Short right, I think, is kind of the money zone. If you can get right there in that little low spot.
Yeah, there's a little valley there that it'll kind of collect it, and it gives you, it seems like less of a scary putt, even though it will drop off afterwards. Jake's leaving it a little bit left there. He's going to have a pretty scary putt. We'll, with how he's been putting, we'll see if he decides to run it or not.
Yeah, I think that was a putter out of him. 434 feet.
Emerson with the forehand here.
Defender.
Like a little late stand up. He probably wanted it a little flatter.
Whoa.
That's a good stop, though. Man, that's a fast disc.
It's in the circle. It got a little crazy skip, and it's in the circle.
So he's up on the circle. He's a little about the height of the basket. He should have a pretty good putt at it. Looks like a drone from Andrew, which this is what you want out of a righty backhand. Push that tree line, skip right up to it.
Wow, halfway up the hill, well inside the circle.
That disc is just magic for him.
That goes far. That was a mid-range. Kev, Eye of the Tiger, Cat D1 in hand.
Good stand-up.
Oh, that should be
This is looking
great.
pretty.
Oh, my goodness.
Weird ground play, but it looks like it's turning back just like he wanted.
Yeah, that's a perfect shot. Crazy little skip roll thing, though.
Probably a smart play from there, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame him one bit for that. I had a bit of trouble on this green last weekend. Super smart play from a young player there.
Yeah, showing some maturity. M. Off the cage, it looked like it sat.
He'll have a little bit of a comebacker, but it looks like he stayed inside of 20 or so.
Andrew playing some great golf down the stretch here. Really pushing these guys. He gets within a stroke, 2 strokes of Emerson. And we'll have a tie atop the lead here in a second if M can make that, which he does, and if Kevin can make this birdie here.
And basically a tap in there for his birdie.
And we are back to a tie, back and forth with these guys. Almost every single hole we're seeing a lead change. I mean, this is good golf to watch.
Oh, this is great to watch. And now we get to watch this beautiful hole 14 teeing off from up top. Super downhill. You've got to make it over both of these cart paths to be able to move on to your next shot. If you don't cross over, there is a drop zone off to the right. Ideally, you'd love to get on top of this hill, but it's scary with that OB cart path on the left to throw. So lots of different ways to play this hole. Beautiful shot. You want to get far enough to see the basket if you can. If you don't, it's still a blind second shot.
Yeah. Looking a full flighted disc. There is more room right than you can tell off the tee box.
And as Andrew shows you there, he's pushing that right side, going to hyzer in. Gets on top of the hill.
Perfect
Beautiful
shot from
drive.
him. Just smashing on a force. I mean, you can see he's left with only a couple 100 feet into the green. Kevin, even though he has the distance to, throw it 600 feet on this hole, he's choosing to go with a forehand, knowing that he can access the green better that way, and it's just a birdie for him.
Yeah, I've seen him play the hole that way. He goes for below that shelf. It looks like he sawed it off a little bit that time, but he'll still be able to reach the basket from there to try to get a birdie.
Jake unloading, testing the right side a little bit.
Gets a good drop there.
Yeah, kicks
But
out great.
He's still probably further than Andrew was, which is with as hard as he threw that.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So he'll still have a birdie chance just from the right of that tree in the fairway.
All right, Emerson tied atop the lead, needs a big tee shot here.
Oh, good flip. Looks like that's going to get up on top of that hill.
What a smash.
Great shot from Emerson. Put some pressure on Kevin with bad footing here.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this weird footing here. It's a flat top D1. Oh, what a great little ground play. Roll
Great
back.
shot.
Yeah. Kev's forehand, I think, has gotten even better from last year. In the 3 events I've watched him play, he's got at least another 20 feet of distance.
Oh, no. Chasing the cameraman a bit long there.
Huge mistake from
That
Emerson.
is an OB line. So he will be putting back for his par.
We should call it Nathan Queen's OB line. Because during a practice round, me and you were playing, you threw in for 2 on this hole, the first time you ever played it. And I thought to myself, like, I don't want you running this basket for 2. Like, what are you talking about running this basket for 2? It's the first 2 ever on the hole.
I just remember the whole round telling me, wait till you get to 14, wait till you get to 14. So I knew it was going to be something special.
Yeah. So we had to put some OB back there. Unfortunately, Emerson finds it.
Sorry, Emerson.
Yeah. He knew it was there, though. It was a miscalculation on his part.
Good par save there, though.
Yeah, big par
Keeps
save.
his nerves, gets his par putt. That's probably 28 feet or so.
Yep, right. It's just inside the circle. Kev to take the lead.
Again.
Back and forth these guys go.
Great putt there. Get the lead. Moving on to the next hole's pretty tough birdie.
Yeah, it's a good, too. We've got OB playing down the right side of it. You can see it in the distance over there. These guys are 4 holes away.
Prezzy's still creeping with his birdie there, creeping on in there.
Steady creeping is Prezzy. Yep, 393 feet. OB the whole right way, right path. The optimal spot to hit a birdie from, I'd say, is like 25 feet left of the basket. The more that you look at this basket, the more you bring that right tree into play, and it is sticky, and it will drop you out of bounds.
Yeah, I saw a lot of righties trying to throw the hyzer around that tree, and it's I feel like that's not quite the play because it didn't work out for a lot of them.
No, and if you miss it, you're moving up 15 feet and throwing again.
So he's going with a bit of a straighter shot here. This is the other thing I saw a lot of people do is kind of fade off. Oh, good stop there. He's going to have a inside the circle putt rather than fading off to the left.
Solid result. That's kind of the play I was talking about. Don't mess with the cart path. Kevin going flippy F5.
And he leaves it a little low, and that grass is not going to allow much ground play.
Looking to get a little more height out of his hand.
Gives Emerson a chance here to maybe tie it back up.
Let's see what Jake does. He knows hyzer's not the play. Okay.
Looks like he's got a mid-range in his hand.
Mid-range in his hand.
It looks like he got it up a little higher than he wanted, and it does catch that tree. It's possible to make a putt there, but it is pretty tough.
About 50 feet away, low ceiling, sticky grass. Emerson's got that Explorer in his hand, looking for a gut shot, I'm sure.
It's looking pretty good if it can hold that straight line. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He gets just past that tree right around circle's edge.
Yeah. That's a great result from him. Awkward little shot from Kevin.
The little low ceiling pitch up here.
Yeah, and he plays it with a jump putt A2.
He worked it well. It floated back for him. Missed the branches and got up there for a par. There's that tough low ceiling putt. He tried to give it a bid. Emerson to tie it back up here.
Big putt here. Oh my goodness. The moment is never too big for this young guy.
That's his second big putt on this hole.
Yeah.
That skins match.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that skins match, definitely go check it out. Emerson is unconscious from outside the circle. Fun to watch. Prezzy.
Oh, leaves it just a little low. It looked like the release came off a little funny out of his hand there.
He bumped a little bit. There he goes.
Gets his comebacker. That's a good par from after that bounce. It looks a little windy out there, so.
Yeah. Well, with the finishing holes here at Persimmon Ridge, nothing is set in stone until you've tapped in on 18. Got
Absolutely.
the big water carry on 17. 18's got the water on it. And then this hole they're about to play, hole 16, has one of the most treacherous greens on the course, without a doubt.
Yeah, here we are on 16, 327. not quite blind off the tee, but you can't see the landscape that the basket is on. If you go 4 or 5 feet long or off to the right, you've got a super steep drop off, and long left on that drop off, you've got the cart path you're about to see back here that is OB.
Yeah, treacherous little green. We put it up here on this knoll. It doesn't play overly long. People are throwing mid-ranges, putters, some spike hyzers you'll see. Emerson looks to be throwing an Explorer on a low hyzer.
Looks to be a little left. That's a scary circle's edge putt from over there.
That's like one of the scariest putts on the course. You're inside the circle, so you feel like you have to run it, but the penalty for not making it is just devastating.
With a righty putt there, if he happens to miss everything, it'll hit that hill and could stand up and roll with the angle.
Great looking shot out of Andrew.
He's also around circle's edge. Not quite as scary, but it's still a pretty death putt from there.
I mean, coming down the stretch, these guys have to run these putts. They almost know it, and they're the ones that are the scariest. Kev, 750 PA3.
This looks like it's going to be a little left also. Yeah. Oh, man. We're about to see some good putts here. I'm excited to watch these putts.
Yeah, right?
Let's see if Jake can show him what to do and put it a little bit closer.
He's got a machete in hand. Most likely a big spike hyzer here. Really stable disc.
I think it looked left again out of his hand. He gets a good roll, though.
Great shot from him.
Yeah, great shot. What's it?
Look at
Kevin
that.
Laying it up.
Unbelievable. Tied for the lead on 16.
Emerson with the green light.
Not looking like he's laying up.
Slam.
Was there ever a doubt?
Oh, man. Let's watch this again.
Oh, my goodness.
Dead center to take the lead.
He was in the practice basket behind his house for a second, That's where you got to go on times like that. Just make the putt. Trick yourself into it.
Andrew making it, too. Getting the birdie, so he's up.
Wow.
Just 2 behind the lead now and only 1 behind Kevin in second.
M's up a stroke. Kev's got a stroke on Prezi. Coming to the 368-foot full water carry, hole number 17. I don't know how it gets any better. This is exactly what we wanted. As we were planning this course out, we wanted some fireworks to be there coming down the stretch, and it's worked out perfectly. Not for these guys. I'm sure they're getting gray hairs. This course is doing its thing to them, but fun to watch for us.
Absolutely. And Jake got his birdie there also before we skip over that. Hole 17, 368 feet. Looks like you got about a 345-foot water carry. Good righty hyzer, but it's a pretty small green. Did you say 40 foot wide by 100 foot long?
Yep, that's it. And today they're dealing with the hardest wind that anybody's played this hole in. It's a headwind, probably 20 miles an hour. You can see the ripples on the lake. Emerson
gets through the tree. What a break.
Dude,
great
Steve
shot.
Jones asked me if I wanted to keep those crepe myrtles there. I told him for sure. They were blocking shots all weekend. Somehow Emerson sneaks through it.
Stays in bounds. Doesn't have to go to the drop zone. Prezi just doesn't deal with the trees.
That's the way it's supposed to be played.
Puts it right on the green.
Yeah, you bring it in from a little higher, and then you're not messing with the tall grass or those crepe myrtles right there on the edge. C-line PD2 out of Jake. Really stable. He's just sawed it off, looking to catch a piece.
Just a little bit. That's a good stop there. Good thing it didn't skip.
Yeah, thankfully this grass is sticky.
You can see him shake his head there. He knew it too.
All right, Kevin, 1 back. Emerson's already on the green safely. This is as high pressure as it gets. Let's see what he does here. He's got the Cat D1 in hand. He's been trusting it all week. And he throws it
That looks
way out there.
great out of his hand. That wind's going to push it off.
Oh
Ooh, almost long, but it stops good, and he's got a pretty short putt there for his birdie.
Dude, the nerves on these guys, man.
All
Steely.
4 on this tight green. Oh, just a bit low. That's better than early on whenever he was pulling him off to the right, so he's looking more comfortable.
Jams it.
Keeps his lead.
That is as clutch as it gets. Emerson.
Three in a row there. Tie it up, take the lead, and keep the lead.
Unbelievable.
Andrew jams it too to keep on up.
Back-to-back putts. These guys, they're all wanting this win. Cool to see. Kev to follow up.
Nice.
And the
3
drama
birdies.
continues to hole 18.
Do you have an average on this hole? We just saw 3 birdies and a par.
Yeah, 3.9.
We just
Unbelievable.
That's
Those
the
guys,
best you're gonna see that hole played, guys.
Yeah.
Good to watch there.
Yeah, fun to see.
Beautiful
All right.
finishing hole here. You can see the clubhouse up top over the lake. Big drive. 768 feet. Looking to get at least 400 off of the tee. You still got that headwind they're talking about, though. About 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, for sure. That 768 probably playing closer to 800 today with that headwind. The creek short catching anything that doesn't fully commit.
Beautiful green
and
here.
then a slightly raised
with
basket.
The raised basket.
Yeah, just to make it a little harder. Emerson up first. Ballista Pro. Flip to flat, moving right.
Wow.
Optimal.
You got a hold of that one.
That's perfect for him.
Great drive. The wind lifted it up, got it a little higher. Here goes Andrew. Is this his force?
Yeah, ripping on a pink force.
Oh, it got a little bit of that headwind, it looks like.
Gets down in time,
good
though.
stop.
Yeah, and that'll be a pretty good place to play his second shot from.
Yeah, he'll be down there. He's not any higher than the basket. He's got level playing field there.
Kev going back to that purple D2.
You
Getting
can
it
actually
to
see him put
flats.
power into that one. You don't see that real often.
Looked like he threw it into the sun. All right, Jake, now's your time, buddy.
Big hyzer flip.
Oh, no.
I think that wind got a hold of it.
Oh, no.
It's starting to come back.
Man,
Not quite in time.
with great power comes great responsibility.
Did a little bit too much on that one. He was trying to get out there big. Prezi with the second shot going for it over the green.
Rip shot. Little high up on the... Well, that'll leave a tricky putt for him.
That's a safer play, though. You know, he's
Yeah, at least he gives himself a putt. He doesn't mess with the creek, puts it up there.
here's Jake going to be trying to save his par from here now.
Throwing a machete. Okay.
He gets up there good. He'll have a good chance. Good chance to save his par there to finish the round.
Emerson looking to seal the deal. He puts this anywhere close to the bucket. Game over.
Oh, that needs to get up.
A little low. Oh
my goodness.
goodness.
After all these clutch putts, that was super surprising to see.
Just, man, you think just give yourself a chance at it. And
Here's Kevin. He knows he's chomping now. He's ready to get this win.
yeah, he played forehand into this hole all week long.
And he leaves himself a pretty good tester there. Let's see if Emerson can force him to make it to have a playoff here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is 60 feet from Emerson here.
For his par.
Taking his time.
Oh, right height just off to the right.
And Kevin Jones will have a putt to win the tournament.
So for Andrew here, this is his birdie putt. This will tie him this will put him at 19. And he
Drains it. Goodness gracious, this man loves clutch putts.
Man, what a finish for Andrew. Coming back, giving himself a chance at a playoff right now.
Yeah.
Kevin doesn't. This putt is for the win from Kevin.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make this putt, we are going to see a three-way playoff.
Three-way playoff going back to hole 17 is where we'd start it. Kevin could end it right here. Looks like he's a pace and a half inside the circle.
Oh, jams it.
Dude, clutch.
Pro side.
There you have it.
What a clutch putt to get the second win
Oh my
of the 2 B tiers we've had here in the last 2 weekends.
Dude is stoked.
Couldn't have done it any better.
There is your Rumble at the Ridge B tier champion, Kevin Jones, hunting Emerson down the entire event.
Emerson with a good bogey putt there to secure his tie for second place with Andrew.
You know he's frustrated, but he played fantastic all weekend. This was his first look at the course. Can't wait to see Emerson come back.
And we saw some good things out of Jake here. It was fun to watch him today. I'll be looking forward to seeing him play some more. I know he's got a good partner with Kevin to play with, getting some practice in.
Yeah, for sure. There you have it. Kevin Jones taking home another B tier win to start this post-COVID 2020 season. Emerson and Andrew tying at second, and Nathan Queen coming in fourth.
Yeah, I had a pretty good last round there and came back to jump into fourth. Pretty good day for me. I wasn't sure I was going to get up there, but feels good.
Yeah, that's great play from you. And then we see Nico, Chase Steed, and Jonathan Rivera sneaking into a tie for fifth. Nico coming off the third card to make it happen. Yeah, shout out to Tree Love and Jonathan Rivera for all their support during all this time.
Chase Steed, shout out to him also. I got to play with him. He was hoping to get to AMS this year.
Yeah, great young
Not
player.
able to, and super awesome play for him.
Yeah, we'll see him in the future. Thank you guys for joining us for this Persimmon Ridge Greenbrier, Arkansas event. We'll see you next time here on GK.
Thanks, guys.